Selected. Tell advance. Ready.
On the sideline watching, so I make them clap it up, clap it up, now clap it up.
We welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. This
Entering play call screen.
Came on air. This New York crowd fired up by the arrival of their G-men as they burst from the locker room. They're ready to go as the Giants get set to match up with Matt Ryan and the Atlanta Falcons. It's the first weekend of autumn and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 9 categories. You have 30 options. Raven red option is selected. Circle button. Cross button. Triangle button. Triangle button. R1 button.
Complete to John Ross. Yeah, he'll be taken down, but not.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 9 categories. You have 30 options. Stretch alert X look is selected. Strum flow, red option. Fix that, red option.
July 4th, okay? Here they are celebrating the start of this game the exact same way. Explosive right out of the gate.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way
Backs
across the
protect.
50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Now Jones just going to bat this forward on the jet sweep. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back.
Entering play call, double F led red option.
This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams
R1 button.
These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
Takes to midfield, but no further.
Entering play call, flood.
Sometimes your line
Formation.
comes to you. And
Option is set. Empty base flex. There are 17 categories. You have 9 options. Verticals is selected.
got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Cross button.
Midfield
Cross button.
to throw.
Square button.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Credit that sack to
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 9 categories. You have 12 options. Punt is selected.
They said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories. Gun plan, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories. Cover 3 sky press.
Ryan will bring the Falcons up now 1st and 10 at the 20. Trucks over him. Well, this defense.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Young season.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense
On
coordinator.
plan, there are 7 coach suggestions. There are on defend media. Cover 1
Did what they
key.
needed to do to get the job
Cover
done
2
and get
press.
the win. But definitely a few lapses that they're
Audible.
A good gain on 1st. Has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Ryan going to give this to Davis. And he is met in his tracks by.
Entering play call, defend medium pass. You have 104 options. Cover 2 press is selected.
difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did
Cover 1 key.
They're stopping him for a long
Cover 2 drop. Cover 2 drop. On 3rd and 1, Ryan. And he can't Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Overall pick got the sack that time. The Falcons send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. It'll be a 40-yard punt.
Entering play call, Contactor, red option, quick slant, play formation. There are 9 inside zone concept. There are 9 categories. There are 10 play type. There are 9 inside handoff. There are 7 categories. You have 56 options. HD inside zone is selected.
And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down.
Entering play call, inside handoff. There are 7 categories. You have 50 HD power O.
First down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Cross button, triangle button, square button.
Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line.
Entering play call, inside handoff. There are 7 play type. Cross shot.
First quarter, and Charles, we talked before.
Formation. There are 9 wing pair. You have 12 options. Y stick is selected.
That tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complementary runs where he'll run it to the inside.
Cross button. Cross button. Circle button. Triangle button. Cross button. Square button. R1 button.
And Rudolph has it, the tight end.
Entering play call, wing pair. You have 12 formation. Coach suggestions. There are 9 categories. You have 30 options. Inside zone is selected.
Able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Circle button. R1 button. Cross button. Cross button. Triangle button. Triangle button. Square button.
There's the first NFL catch for Kadarius Toney. And that's
entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 9 categories. You have 30 options. HB base is selected.
It's on the pickup there. The drive will continue.
R1 button.
A first down carry for Barkley. Open space inside the 10. And out of bounds all the way down.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 9 categories. You have 30 options. Inside zone is selected.
Much more polished, just looking crisper, aren't they, moving the ball?
Maybe the first drive was a little bit of a wake-up call. Probably a little bit angry.
Triangle button.
All the way.
Backs
The first time he had it, got motivated, got to the sideline, said, okay, let's not let...
And he is in. Touchdown.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 9 categories. You have 15 options. Attempt is selected.
Take a first quarter lead.
I know the play ends up in the end zone with one person carrying the ball, but how about that big mass of humanity that guided him to that spot?
Yeah, they got there, but I love the dive. Always a fan of the dive.
Entering play call, special teams. You have 6 options. Kickoff left is selected.
Gano now, following the touchdown, here to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories. On plan, there are 7 categories. Defend medium pass is selected.
Set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, If you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves.
Entering play call, defend medium pass. You have 104 options. Cover 2 press is selected.
Set them up with a 2nd and 3. From the gun, it's Ryan. He's got it. Complete. Mike Davis. And he'll bring it up here to right end.
Entering play call, defend medium pass. You have 104 options. Cover 2 press is selected.
Such a revelation for the Panthers last year. Subbing
On
for
plan, there are 7 coach suggestions. There are 7 categories. You have 30 options. Cover 3 cloud press is selected.
And the 4th most by a running back in the NFL.
On first down, Ryan. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Cole.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Lead him to just 4. 2nd down. After one.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
They go play action with Ryan. They'll roll him out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that will be in.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. On plan, defend medium, cover 1 key.
Whenever you see a quarterback break contain, just think to yourself, the receivers on that side of the field, their number 1 job, make sure they get in his sight line so he can try and find someone downfield. Guys on the backside, make sure you don't give up the deep ball. They tried it there. They weren't able to connect.
Ryan will throw again. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
Entering play call, defend medium, cover 1 key. Cover 2 drop. Cover 2 drop.
Scheming his guy open, just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. Touchdown!
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Entering play call, special teams. You have 6 options. Return left is selected.
So I'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will be a touchdown.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 9 categories. You have 30 options, but sweep red opt is selected.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Circle button.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the...
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 9 categories. You have 30 options. HP base is selected.
This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Triangle button. Triangle button. Cross button. Circle button.
Jones.
Triangle button.
To his right.
Cross button.
And incomplete. He dropped it.
Entering play call. Coach Flood. Butt sweep.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Barkley, a first down and more. And they will finally get him down, but not before he takes this to the Falcons 33.
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 9 on plan. Play formation. Coach suggestions. There are 9 categories. You have 30 options. Inside zone split is selected.
You take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little. And oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
Cross button. Circle button. Triangle button. Cross button.
Now Saquon Barkley. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice.
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 9 categories. Passers.
During a rundown because sometimes you get out of your game.
Raven red option. Padu.
Because you're headed towards the ball carrier with a bandit.
F-led red option. Padu.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
R1 button. Square button.
Here's a give to Barkley. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 9 categories. You have 30 options. Motion power is selected.
For the Falcons,
circle button,
secondary
square
now.
button, cross button, triangle button.
Jones. This one goes out wide for Barkley. Touchdown, Giants!
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 9 categories. You have 15 options. Advantage selected.
Back in the lead. Well, it was 3rd and 1. I was expecting run. So much for that. They passed.
Entering
it,
play
scored.
Call. Coach suggestions. There are 9 categories. You have 15 options. Advantage selected.
Fourth down unless there's a disaster on 3rd. Go ahead and take a shot if you want to. And he gratefully accepted the opportunity and did exactly that. If they didn't get it there, they had to feel it.
Entering play call. Special teams. You have 6 options. Kickoff left is selected.
The score 14-7. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Kiki QT now from his end zone.
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7 as they come up 1st and 10. They begin with a run by Davis. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage.
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
It shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that
Cover
play,
3 Sky.
tackle we just saw. Pretty nice.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Ryan. This throw over the middle, taken in by Cole.
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Run drag routes. You're able to hit a receiver and
cover 3, but cover, on plan, there are formation, concept, play type, there are 7 categories, concept, there are blitz, man blitz, inside blitz.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. Now Ryan. Oh, he's got his tight end pitch complete. And he is going to
entering play type. There are 7 categories. There are 3 zone coverage. Cover 2 drop. Cover 2 hard flat.
I've seen him throw out of that formation, and sure enough, they snuck the tight end out on that one. Wound up hitting him for a first down.
Spread.
Play action. It's Ryan. Out to his left. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at
entering play call. Cover 2 zone. There are 3 categories. You have 53. Cover 2 drop.
This is still a
cover 2 drop.
Buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Audible.
From midfield now, here's Ryan. Man open, that's Kiki QT, complete.
Entering play call, cover 2 zone. There are 3 categories. You have 53 options. Cover 2 drop. Play call.
We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Ryan going to get this to Davis. And he is
entering play call. Play type. There are 7 categories. On plan. There are 7. Coach formation. Dial 3, 2, 6. You have 27 options. Cover 2 man LB blitz is selected.
Here's Ryan. He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts.
Entering play call. Cover 2 drop.
8, 2nd and 2.
Call 4 drop. Cover 3 lock. Edge blitz 3.
You play zone defense. So
formation. There are prevent. 4.
Give up much after the catch.
Normal. There are cover 3 match.
Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down.
Spread.
Play action. Ryan. He'll buy some time right. Got this complete to the tight end Pitts. And the Falcons are going to be set up with a first.
Entering play call. Norm formation. There.
Kyle Pitts out of Florida was the 4th overall pick in the 2021 draft. Highest tight end
special 46. They're under LB dogs. Play call. Cover 2 invert.
He's a matchup nightmare for any defense. Good grab there for a first down.
Now Ryan. And it's intercepted at the goal line. A great read, and it's picked off. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line.
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 9 categories. You have 30 options. Slot outs is selected.
You're actually thinking points no matter what. At worst,
square button. R1 button. R1 button.
Look back on this in the
square button.
And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first.
Entering play call. Coach
play on first.
Strong flood. Prohibited. Mesh spot.
As they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
Cross button. Cross button. Cross button. Cross button. R1 button. Square button.
On first and
square button.
Be incomplete as the clock will stop.
Entering play. KHD slip flood. Ceiling. Out double. Quick slants. Level switch.
Fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting
triangle button. Circle button. Circle button. Triangle button. R1 button. R1 button.
Out of the pocket. He's got Slayton on the slant. And inside the 20.
Entering play clock. Curls X go. Y corner. Bench swap.
Chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Formation. Option is set. Empty base flex. There are 17 categories. You have 9 options. Verticals is selected.
10.
Square button. Backs protect. R1 button. Cross button. Circle button.
Looking
cross button.
Jones.
Triangle button.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Entering play call. Empty base formation. There are coach suggestions. There are 9 categories. You have 15 options. Field goal 34 yards is selected.
Gano's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after.
Entering bumping adjustments.
And it's
throw it medium, throw it short, run outside, run inside. Defend medium pass. Entering play call, special teams. You have 6 options. Kickoff left is selected.
It'll be Falcons football, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to...
Entering play call, cover. There are 4 categories. You have 18 options. Cover 3 sky is selected.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing.
Entering play call, cover. There are 4 categories. You have 18 options. Cover 3 sky is selected.
In balance, it'll put the ball back in the air.
Cover 2 man.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. To throw is Ryan. And that is caught. It's Ridley. 30, 10, 5, touchdown, Falcons. Well, we know.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Do what we just saw right there. Catch it and then run with the football. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And
entering play call, special teams. You have 6 options. Return left is selected.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Returning it, John Ross. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
Entering across shot, wing HB dive.
Giants offense
triangle button
ready to begin their next drive, and maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back
triangle button
game, and because of that pressure, because it's now 1 score.
Entering play call.
This is where you need to
inside zones. WR screen red option. Puck crosser red option.
You got to be careful right here.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Cross button, circle button, cross button, R1 button.
And that'll be incomplete.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 9.
Because
formation.
And old momentum.
Option is set. Empty base flex. There are 17 categories. Formation. There are 9. Coach suggests fade stop. 4 vertical. Fade stop.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd.
Cross button. Triangle button. Circle button. Square button. R1 button. Square button. Triangle button.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 9 categories. You have 12 options. Count is selected.
And they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
They'll call that a punt of 50.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Cover 3 match. Cover 3 cloud press.
Well, the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here's Ryan. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 9 categories. You have 30 options. Raven red option is selected. Stick. Red pound, flanker spot. Y off power O. Pop power O. Gun plan. There. Run inside. AHD inside zone.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And a tight game after
cross-cutting
time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they
entering play call, run inside. You have 1 AHD led dive, AHD power, empty end zone weak, FD dive, gun plan. There are 9 categories. Player, there, formation, there, pistol, wing, counter double, FD dive. Backs protect.
Again, it's Barkley. And able to get this one across the 45.
Entering play call, wing. You have 9 options. HB tosses. Power O.
Terrific here this afternoon. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here.
Circle button. Cross button. Cross button. Cross button. Triangle button. Triangle button. Triangle button. Triangle button. Cross button.
Incomplete.
Certainly.
Entering play call. Formation. There are coach suggestions. There are 9 categories. You have 30 options. HB base is selected.
Good action to this point in the
cross button.
Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. A give to Barkley out of the gun. They do get a yard there, but only
entering post HD slipped. Y sail middle high low.
Him complete it. Brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles.
Triangle button. Triangle button. Cross button.
Jones.
Circle button.
3rd down.
Square button.
And that's going to be incomplete. The contact.
Entering play. Kick punt off tackle.
And it brings up 4th down. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one.
Cross button.
It's a fake.
Square button.
And this is caught. And the fake will work. He's going to have a 1st down.
Okay.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 9 categories. You have 30 options. Red option is selected.
But unsuccessful back in my
Processors, RPO zone YP.
Jones dropped it, hit him right in the numbers. But I'll tell you what, these guys, they love this opportunity, don't they? A chance to get involved.
They certainly do, and many of them were quarterbacks or big-time players when they were in high school and college. So to get back doing what they did before, always fun.
Circle button.
Now Jones just going to bat this forward on the jet sweep. He's got the first down inside the 10, and he will score.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 9 categories. You have 15 options. That event is selected.
The Giants are able to add on to their lead. Gano now to add the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Entering play call, special teams. You have 6 options. Kickoff left is selected.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line.
And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being...
Here's a diving catch right side.
I know you don't get anything extra.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Everything in this game today, including laying out for that one.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. A very quick pass to Ridley. Touchdown, Falcons! I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Boy, was he moving.
And I'll tell you what a bird's eye view I've got here, because that was absolutely something else to watch. Not a lot of wiggle in that. That was catch it and go, and he used those wheels of his to absolute devastating effect.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is down to a field goal.
Entering play call, special teams. You have 6 options. Return left is selected.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 7.
Entering play call, coach suggestion, call levels.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're
R1 button.
a field goal now as they start with a first.
Cross button.
They begin with a run by Barkley. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. Girls at PhD power out.
Kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Coming up on 2nd and 7.
Max protect.
They'll run it again with Barkley. And he stopped right at the 25 after
entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 9 categories. You have 30 up. Passer. Ravens power.
This is ball control football. Sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Now Jones just going to bat this forward on the jet sweep. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard.
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 9 categories. You have 30 options. Spread counter dash is selected.
Receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down. A nice, consistent gain.
Cross button.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 9 categories. You have 30 options. Red counter bash is selected. Pop in key. Y off. Stick. Red option. Stick. Gunplay. Player, formation, there are, concept, inside, AHP inside zone.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll run on first down. Barkley takes this one across the 35 to the 30.
Entering play call. Inside zone split.
Guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here.
Play call.
Some
play call.
On that clock.
Play call.
Continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Cross button. Entering play call. Sweep. There are 10 categories. You have 3 options. HB toss is selected.
Clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Backs protect.
Running again with Barkley on second down. 130 yards.
Entering play call. Sweep. Play call. Concept. Quick pass.
I mean, this size,
Screen
this
run.
intensity
Inside.
usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from
Call.
experience, the first few
Draw.
quarters, oh, you're eager. You come
Play
running up
call.
there. I'm going to tackle
Play
this
call.
guy by the
AHP mid draw.
You're coming up
AHP draw.
thinking about
AHP draw.
Fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistent.
R1 button.
The Giants
Square button.
down. 2 for 5 to this point. They're
Cross
up against
button.
third and 1
R1 button.
situation.
R1 button. Triangle button.
Throwing,
Triangle button. Triangle button. Cross button.
and he's taken down.
Well, here's where having mobility sometimes.
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 9 categories. You have 12 options. Count is selected.
Took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss.
Circle button.
And look at
Circle
this.
button.
Fake.
Triangle button.
Thing is blown up defensively. They will not get a throw off.
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Surprise there. They try the fake punt, but this time it's going to blow up in their face, CD.
Yeah, it certainly has. And look, I understand what they're trying to do. They're trailing right now, probably trying to generate some momentum. But that felt like one of those go-for-broke type of a plays in a situation where I don't know that they needed to do that. They still have opportunities, and in this case, they took a chance, and it backfired.
He's got it. Touchdown, Falcons. Matt Ryan connecting on his...
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
In the lead.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His second touchdown of the game, and they lead.
Entering play call, special teams. You have 6 options. Return left is selected.
Up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone. For
entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 9 categories. You have 30 options. HD slip screen is selected.
Giants offense
triangle button,
ready
backs
to begin
protect.
the next drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered.
Triangle button, cross button, triangle button.
Regain the lead in a tight one. Jones throw here taken in by Ingram.
Entering play call, YSAL, Ravens curl, flood. On plan, run-ins, AHP leg dive. AHP pound, empty end zone weak. FD dive. Circle button.
On the run, it's Penny. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 40.
Entering play, page, on plan, coach track ridiculous.
It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Cross button, circle button, triangle button,
Jones.
Square button.
That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And that's going to be good for another first down as the
entering TDL ins.
45-yard line.
Double post. Raven double post.
There, and they move the chains. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10.
R1 button. Triangle button. Circle button. R1 button.
From the gun. Jones to Barkley on the check down. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 40.
Entering play. Clear. There are not formation. There concept. Run. Inside zone. Play. Sweep. Backs protect.
Barkley toss play left. And he's taken down inside the 30. 140.
Entering play call, sweep, there are 10 categories. You have 3 options. HB toss is selected. Entering play call, sweep, there are 10 categories. You have 3 options. HB toss is selected.
So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Able to power through. Give him 5 on the carry.
Entering play call, sweep, there are 10 categories. You have 3 options. HB toss is selected. Concept, coach, recent, coach, out double under.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now the
entering play call, keep curl, bench swap.
Things over prior to
formation. There empty formation. Concept, inside zone. Play call. Play call. Triangle button. Cross button.
Hand off to Barkley. And down inside the 15 he goes.
Entering play call, ISO, Barrett, AHD gut.
Now they double it and get
play call.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
From the 13,
backs protect.
On 1st and 10.
Triangle button. Cross button.
Now a toss right to Barkley. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line.
Entering play call. Coach suggest. Corners. Out double smash. Out double under.
Running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to continue to do that.
Entering play call. Concept.
Timeouts.
Coach suggest. Hitch corn. Out double under.
So a nightmare start.
R1 button.
They're already
Audible.
second and
Circle button. R1 button. R1 button. Cross button. R1 button.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times.
Entering play call. Player formation. Option is set. Option is set. Empty base flex. There are 17 categories. You have 9 options. Verticals is selected.
Another example of it there. An incomplete pass on that last
circle button. Circle button. Circle button. Triangle button. R1 button. Triangle button.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Duron Harmon.
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Just when you thought this game might be turned on its
Cover 3 Sky.
Reception pretty much going to seal the deal.
Yeah, boy, talking about having your backs to the wall. This defense, they look like they were in danger of surrendering this lead, but they knew they needed that one play, and they got it right there, partner.
A first down carry for Davis. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before...
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 7 categories. Cover 3. Cover. Gun plan. Formation. There are 7. Concept. There. Man blitz. There are 9 categories. You have 87 options. LB dogs is selected. Spread.
Again, it's Davis. Breaks a tackle. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being...
Entering play call. Man blitz. There are 9 categories. You have 87 options. Inside blitz.
12 seconds to go in the football game. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Ryan heads down to a knee, and that should wrap this one up.
Entering play call. Man blitz. There are 9 categories. You have 87 options. LB dogs is selected.
So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So for the Falcons, they're into the win column now as they move to 1-2 on the young season. And they will head home for next week's contest. That is against Washington. Meanwhile, for the Giants, they suffer defeat for the first time as they drop to 2-1. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in New Orleans.
Post-game report player stats.